Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. It's time to play another game, and this time we're playing Parchisi. I have never actually played Parchisi in real life, and of course, because it's going to be for a TBR, it's not going to be the same. I have 4 colors here. We have this teal blue that is fantasy, yellow is thriller, purple is sci-fi, and red is romance. And those are the 4 predominant genres that I read. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a game that just involves my favorite genres. Like, I don't see what's wrong with that. Unless one of my pieces gets knocked back home, and then I have to take a penalty, which means I have to read a book that is not from one of these genres. The other twist on this Parchisi game is I am going with the latest added. So what did I just add to my TBR? The most recent ones, which means the ones that I am eager to read right now. That's where we're going to start. We're not going to the old ones on the list. We're starting with the new ones this time and picking those. Okay, so I just went and watched some Parchisi TBRs. And I will have to say the only ones I could find were in Spanish, but my Spanish was good enough that I just slowed it down a little bit and I could follow along with what was happening. My problem is that just like the rest of these TBR games, they're created to choose a lot of books and then to be ongoing. Like you might end up with your people like all over the board like this at the end of the thing, and then you just reset the game every time you play it. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to play it, I guess, the quote unquote normal way with all of the pieces. And I'm going to I'm going to start out with 5 books. But if I do 3 rolls and the color can't get out in those 3 rolls, then I'm going to add another roll to my rolls. So we'll see what's happening. So I'm going to start with yellow. They get 3 rolls to try to roll a 6. The 6 gets them out of their house. So let's do that. Oh, that is fantastic. Okay, they're right there. Since the yellow's going first, this is space number 1 is what it's going to be called. I'm not reading for this space unless somebody gets around the board and lands on it. Oh my gosh, I rolled another 6, but I can't do anything but move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that spot will actually be spot number 7. So we will look for book number 7. I'm not going to write on my board what the numbers are, but I have it written down on a paper over to the side so that I know who has landed on what what number. Okay, so now it is purple's turn. 1, 2, 3. Great. Now it is blue's turn. This is fantasy's turn. 1, 2, 3. What happened to the 2 6s I rolled in a row? Now it's romance's turn. 1. There we go. Great. And then romance gets a bonus, of course, just 1 spot. Great. And that's actually space number 41 that we have landed on with the red. And we're back around to yellow. So far I have 2 books picked and 2 extra things. So I'm going to have 7 books. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 3 out of our 7. So I get 1, 2. Come on, purple. 3. Yes. Okay. And then my purple gets a roll. 4. Okay. That is spot number 18 where purple is. So now blue gets 3 rolls to get out. 1, 2. Blue, come on. 3. Now I have 8 rolls. Okay, great. Now we're on red, and red is moving 2 spaces, which is space number 43. Okay, back to yellow, of course. So I can take a new one out, or I can move the one I have. I think I'm going to take a new one out because I'm not going to pass up a 6 when I roll one. 5 spaces. So that is 6 books. I'm actually on space number 6. It's Purple's turn, which is going to give me the 7th book. And then for the 8th book, I'm hoping it's going to be this one. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do 9. But this is Purple. That is space number 22 and book number 7. So 3 rolls for the blue to get out. 1, come on. 2, oh my gosh. 3. All right, well, the blue is going to stay in, but I do have 2 more rolls. That means that I'm not reading any fantasy on this TBR because blue would not get out of its hole. Fantasy just wanted to hang out at the house. Red is moving forward 1 space, and I have 8 books, so the last roll is right here, and they're moving forward 2 spaces. I'm going to go ahead and move because even if I roll a 6 next time, the purple's going to come out right here and not knock my yellow off. And that is space number 13, lucky number 13. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of where the board is right now so that I can put it back here next time we play Parchisi. Okay, almost this whole game is going to take place in storygraph. So we are clearing the filters. We're on latest added. And let's do the thrillers first. We have the most thrillers. So I'm actually putting mystery, thriller, and horror together, since in my head they kind of go together. Anyway, we're doing latest added. We're doing number 6, number 7, number 11, and number 13 out of 510 books. I didn't think about the fact that some of the books that I already have on my TBR are going to be on here. So let's just see what number 6 and 7 are, and we'll have to boop down if we have to. Boop is an official word, apparently. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Death in 4 Courses is already on my list. Number 7 would be The Case of the Missing Marquess, which is an Enola Holmes, the first Enola Holmes mystery. I really wanted to read this. It's supposed to be really good. So I'm glad that I landed on it. That is number 7. But that means for number 6 right here is already on a TBR, and it bumps us down to Where Sleeping Girls Lie, which is already on a TBR, but No Gods, No Monsters is not on a TBR. So that is the one that we will go down to. And then we need number 11 and 13. So 11 is The Three Dahlias, and then 13 is Viva Durant, who I'm already doing, but The Expectant Detectives was apparently an Amazon recommendation. I was like, how did I get this? But this looks like a little cozy mystery. And I like it because I did get 4 books that are pretty new in my TBR, like pretty newly added. So those are the 4 thriller books. Now we have 3 romance. So we're going to filter the list by romance. And we're picking 41, 43, and 44. I didn't move very far once I got out of there. All right, here's 40. If I can get it to load the next one. 41, 43, and 44. So 41 is Soulless. Parasol Protectorate number 1. I'm a little confused. But Amy from A-Star Reads and Kate from the Literary Apothecary both are reading this or have read it. And I added it because of them. So there we go. I'm excited about that one. Okay, that's 41. And then not Bonesmith, but 43 is The Road Trip, and 44 is One Foot in the Grave, which is the second of the Night Huntress books by Janine Frost. Okay, so that was easy to knock out all 3 of the romance books. They were right next to each other, and I didn't already have them on a TBR. And finally, the last one is sci-fi. So we will filter for sci-fi books, and I only have 2 of those, number 18 and number 22. Okay, this is 15, 16, 17, 18, Renegades by Marissa Meyer. So that's 18, and then we have to go to 22, 19, 20, 21, 22, The Man in the High Castle. Dystopian sci-fi speculative fiction from Words in Time is who recommended this book. All right, let me get them all put on the graph and we will look. Okay, so here are all 9 of the Parchisi books. I will move them over to my little board over here. I've already got the 16 ready. I just need to put them in there, and then they'll be added to the monstrosity. Let me know if you've read any of these. The Three Dahlias, The Expectant Detectives, And maybe those are the only two that I just don't remember hearing about. I don't know why I put them on here. Well, I know one of them was from Amazon, and the other one was because I saw it on someone else's channel, but I don't remember what they said about it. So let me know if you've read any of these, and let me know if you've got any ideas for a better way to play the Parchisi game. It's so similar to Sorry and Trouble that I don't really know how to do it other than just continuing to play. Like, I don't know how to make it a one-off, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, 9 more books added to the TBR. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.